I know what you're thinking. You're thinking there's a car lot behind this guy, so he's going to try to sell me something. No, they let me come out here and play with their cars. We have a lot of fun, so hang out with us. I swear to God, I'm not going to try to sell it to you. We're just going to have a V8 debate today and look at this Fox body new EDGE Mustang. All right, here we go. Let's get on in here. Fatty, good morning. Danny Page, what's up? Danny, check this out. Check this out. All right, you got a little seamage going on right there. A little ruffian. Danny Page, what are you doing slinging them peppers? Danny, somebody loved this car. This is why I do this. When I run across cars like this, I know that there are fellow people like me out there that love them too. Oh, but look at it. Anyway, it's got a real e-brake. But I do want to talk about one thing. That's as far back as that seat goes. I brought these over here because I think the Mustang, it's definitely gotten a lot bigger. I complain about that one being small. I owned one of these in V6 form back when I was in college in 2000. It was a manual, so give me a little bit. At least it was a manual, but it was a V6. But anyway, I forgot. Maybe I've gotten bigger. That's probably it. I don't know that the car's gotten smaller. I think I've probably gotten bigger in 24 years. But anyway, all right, let's get on in here. Ha ha ha, Miss Mac. Miss Mac, look at this. All right, baby. I had to use the battery charger. Her battery was dead this morning. Let's hope she'll go again. Oh, excuse me, 89,000. I lied to you. Now, the 4.6 liter. It's got the Mach 460 sound system in here. This is like just a base model. Well, it's a little option GT. There's not a window sticker. Mach 460 sound system. It does have the slush box, and it's got a power seat, but this is as far back as the seat goes. Okay? And I'm gonna show you, the seat adjustments in front. Also, something else. John Jones, are you still here? This is laid all the way back. I remember him being bigger. We'll get in the back seat in just a minute. Let's look at the engine. The 4.6 may be the weakest, but it sounds so good. Oh, baby. Let's show them your motor. Beach bum, exactly. Hi, beach bum. I'm so excited. There are car lovers out there. Okay, I know there are. I know there's some people in this chat right now. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really excited. I'll look at that. We'll get into it in just a second. Let me show the car off, and then we'll start answering some questions and stuff. And we'll start our debate. Hang on just a second. Let me prop my rod. You knew we was propping rods. All right. Yes, Pun, good morning. Pun, down from Maine. Now, it does have, I don't know if somebody got something on the fender, or maybe like it was in a carport or something. But anyway, that's really the only junky part other than the shitty wheels. But, you know, I can't do anything about the wheels. But anyway, all right, what are you looking at, Casey? Tell the folk. The only engine that I can think of that gets as much disrespect as this engine right here is the engine that's underneath the hood of that. People dog the 4.6. This is a 4.6 2-valve. We're putting out about 260 horsepower and about 300 pound-feet of torque, which is why we brought the EcoBoost out. That's 315 and 350. 315 and 350 in a little bitty 4-cylinder. And over here in a 4.6, they're exactly double. Oh, wow! It just came into the brain. I love it. It's exactly double the size or half the size, however you want to look at it. More horsepower for half the size, more torque, and it's got a little bitty hairdryer in there, but it doesn't sound like this. Anyway, let's pop the hood on this EcoBoost. This is going to be great. JP, it's going to be great. And I got the Dark Horse out here because 260, the Dark Horse is 500, so it's almost 50% more. Anyway, all right, hang on. Show them your beef, baby. Oh, hang on. We're going to get a drink, and then we're going to start our debate. Now that we've shown the car, oh, look at that. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Look at this guy. This guy's crazy. He's talking about a 4-cylinder Mustang is great. Oh, yeah, I am. Anyway, all right. Welcome in. Welcome in. Anything less than the V8? Well, that's cool. Brian, what's up? We got a Fox body Mustang on the property. What'd he say? God, this guy's really not smart at all. Does this guy know anything about cars? Look it up. It'll rattle your brain. See, the SN95 come along about 94. They changed the Fox body because the Fox body interior sucked. Okay, straight up. I owned a couple of them. They suck. But anyway, SN95, it got a more swoopy body line, and it also kept that Fox body frame. It's called, what is it, a Fox 4 platform? They tweaked it a little bit. And then over here on the new, Jessica, what's happening, Jessica? I got a legend in the house. 25 years ago this year, this new Edge. All right, I need a man. I'm not the guy. To be honest, Jessica, when my wife's not around, I'm really not even a man. She takes parts of my anatomy and puts them in her purse, like before I leave the house in the mornings. She's probably more man than me. But anyway, Jessica, everybody, this is Jessica. Y'all check out Jessica. Anyway, all right, Pistofferson. What are you doing? Oh, Miss Mac deleted them. It's okay. I'm in a good mood this morning because we got this in the house. All right, welcome in. Don't worry. I swear to God, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. We're just having a friendly little conversation here. We're talking about V8s and 4-potters with turbos. Welcome in. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have a window sticker. Does anybody... What are we talking about here? Like $28,000 brand new back then? Can somebody take a guess? I would imagine, I'm trying to think, my dad bought a 94 Thunderbird brand new, and I think the window sticker on it was like $18,000 or $19,000. So obviously the Mustang would have been a little bit more. I'm gonna go somewhere in the mid-20s on this. Tony, you think so? I think so too. Well, then we're pretty much playing doubles the whole way. All right, so we're talking brand new back in 2001, around 25-ish. You got leather interior, power seat, V8, automatic, dual exhaust. I know the wheels suck. I know they suck. I don't know what someone was thinking when they put them on there, but someone thought they looked good there. So it's all an opinion, and it's all about taste. So anyway, but then over here, let's see how much a new EcoBoost is. Or this one. This is a premium. So this one's going to have leather and whoopity-la-las and all that stuff. Not quite double. Not quite, but 43. Now it's worth 30. I don't even know. I don't know what the dealership's asking for. You know what? That might be interesting to get on Kelley Blue Book and see what something like that is worth. I'm actually kind of surprised. Trading something in like that, people left a lot of money on the table. Okay, because I'm just being straight with you. You could, okay, you know what? This actually brings up a really good question. How much is someone's time worth? Okay, someone traded this in and they undoubtedly lost a little money, because we all know that when you trade in a vehicle as opposed to selling it outright yourself, you're going to lose money. Why, Casey? Why is that? Because dealerships rip people off. Well, some do, but mainly is you got another person going in the pot. You got another hand going in there, so they got to get their cut out of it too. You see what I'm saying? So, but then you got to deal with somebody coming up and saying, just like me right here. So you got this listed. Let's say we've got it listed on Marketplace for $5,000. I don't know. We're just throwing out numbers here. And then you got somebody like me coming up. That sure is a nice car. I'm gonna have to knock $1,000 off. Those wheels suck. There's a busted up fender right there. I think that's at least $1,500 off. Is that the factory motor? Anyway, so then you got tire kickers, and then you got somebody say, well, I got this check coming in on Thursday now. If you could hold it, I can give you $200 or $300. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, is it worth that to somebody? Anyway, it's just a thought. I'm just asking. God, it's got my whole brain thinking this morning. I love this. I love when we get the oldies. All right, level 55, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Oh, I forgot about the paint. John, I don't really know what it's worth. The 89,000 miles is pretty cool on it. I'm not going to lie. The main part scares me. I would love to put it on a lift and see all of it. You know what? We don't have a lift, but let's do this. I don't care to get a little dirty. Let's get on down here. Let's get dirty, baby. They want to see your undercarriage since you're from the most northern state. Well, I guess that's not true. Quit lying to the folk, Casey, Alaska. She's a little grimy. She's not bad. It had to have been garage kept at least a couple of times in its life. Anyway, it's from Maine. That's just crazy. What the hell is it doing in Tennessee? Never mind. You know why it's in Tennessee. Miss Mac, I swear to God, I won't finish that sentence. We'll just smile. Welcome to the South. Anyway, let's keep going. Trade the Challenger for the old school. Oh, Frank, Jaws is gone. Oh, Frank. Frank, it's Monday, and so some people hate Mondays. Frank, we've gone from Jaws to Guppy. Frank, Jaws is now a Ford Bronco. And that's what I got. The whole spending $16,000 in gas in 2 years coming up here, it really bothered me. I ain't spending gas money like that no more. I just don't want to. But anyway, I miss him, kind of. I'm gonna make a video on it. I miss Jaws, but I don't. Anyway, all right. Oh yeah, JP, the Bronco, yes. But I mean, we're married, so it's not like she's gonna tell me no that I can't drive it. But anyway, but yeah, that is Morgan. So yes, Jaws actually truly turned into a guppy. He got electrified like into Jaws 2. All right, here we go. What happened to the tube? Bob, Gen X, Bobby, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna have to get a second phone for me. I started here and we're back on the roll. And when I got off, hang on, I'm gonna flip the phone around. When I got off live yesterday in Knoxville, Morgan said, you can't stop going. She said, you're back on a roll on the top. She said, so you're just gonna run away now? And I said, well, I'm not running away. And she said, you're running away from those people. So I'm gonna have to go further in debt and get a second phone, but I'm gonna get the second phone with AT&T. So we'll have one AT&T and one Verizon. So surely to God, we can cover any situation. You know what I'm saying? Gen X, but yeah, she is right. I know, she's totally right. Okay, how much is that Corolla? $35,000, because it's mine. And I love it, and it rolled over 150,000 miles this morning. It has a 12-disc CD changer in the trunk. I didn't even know you could get a 12-disc CD changer in the trunk. But anyway, all right, let's get back to the show. Quit looking at me. All right, if you're just now tuning in, welcome. We're comparing this new EDGE Mustang over here to this S650. Marsha, what's happening, my man? It's good to see you. Marsha, look at this, man. A new EDGE Mustang with 89,000 miles. From the great state of Maine. Okay, we've let it idle enough. I am going to let y'all hear it a little bit because I mean what I say. The 4.6 may be underpowered. It may only be putting out 260 little horsepower. But that 4.6, they sound so good. Put a set of pipes on these 4.6s. You put a cam in there and Shelby's be looking at, what the hell is that? Of course, then you drive by and they're like, okay, go get the go-kart to beat it. But anyway, all right, baby, let them sing. We want to let you hear just a little bit. Welcome into Hobbly Nation. Can't wait till y'all hear the EcoBoost. You're going to love that. Ooh, it's puddles. Oh, damn. I didn't even think about the squirts. She was a sopper too. Y'all have been sopped. I'm sorry. I have let y'all down. Oh man, she's a puddle maker. Oh baby, she's from Maine. Anyway, all right. Dribbles. Miss Mac, she was look at that. I'm telling you, gonna need to clean up on aisle 4. But anyway, so there she be. Clean and looking good. Ski. Mr. Steele, what's happening? Mr. Steele, this gets me happy. I wasn't even really awake this morning, and then I got to work and saw this, and it just floods my mind with all kinds of thoughts. But anyway, yes, Danny Page. Back up, Page. Thank you for the follow. No go on automatic. Cool. Fantastic. See, here's the thing. I don't sell cars, so I really could care less. Here's what I have for you, okay? Go find another one with 89,000 miles that's been from Maine and made it and still looks this good. See, welcome in. I don't sell cars. I couldn't care less. We're just talking about the fact that it's still alive. Someone loved it enough that it's still here. Cash for Clunkers didn't get this one. I don't think that happened. I think that happened way before this, but anyway. All right, the enemy. Country boy, country boy, look at this. I know the wheels suck. But here's what we got. Let's go over here and have a look at our because I don't want y'all to think I'm lying about stats. Yeah, right, man. What's happening, man? Welcome in. Right, man, I know it's a car lot. I know it is. I know it is. And your instincts tell you that I'm going to try to sell you something. I swear to God that doesn't happen. I was just in Knoxville. Yeah, this is what I do. This is home base. This is my home office right here. But anyway, hi. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, here's what we got. Country boy, I love you. Let me flip this around so y'all can see my face and I can see Yuns' faces. Did he say Yuns? He sure did. All right. Did Morgan get her food? Yeah. No. Copper Seller, and I was worried. Because see, on Sunday, Copper Seller does a brunch. Okay, and so I was worried that they might not do to-go food because they're doing the brunch, and they didn't. So we had to get Connors instead, but it's good. She's okay. Youper, what's happening? Youper. The Fairlane. I think that's what it is. It may be a Zephyr or whatever, but sounding juicy. Sounding right as rain. You're punching holes in the ground over there. You're going to have to do yard work. Carl, thank you for the follow. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Here's what we're talking about. We got a new Edge over there. So we're putting out 260 horsepower at 5,200 RPM, 302 pound-feet of torque at 4,000. 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. What you weigh? See, there's the difference. Right there's part of the problem. Hang on. Weight. Quarter miles done in 13.9. Let's see. Weight on this car. Danny Page, 3,200 pounds. Okay, hang on. All right, now let's go over to the EcoBoost. And the EcoBoost, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, 2.3 turbocharged, 315 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque. And how much do you weigh? We want to know how hefty you are. 3,600 pounds. Damn. 4.6 gets on down the road, doesn't it? See, ooh, wow. Why are we talking so much trash about it? I guess I'm the only one talking trash about it. Yeah, Cracker Jacked. Okay. We're weighing in like 32 and 36. 35.88 is what it said. 35.88 to 36. So I just always go heavy. So 36. So we're only talking about 400 pounds here. That's really not. Now, the Dark Horse, we'll get to the Dark Horse in just a second because I brought the Dark Horse just kind of because I'm going to make a video on all of this. But it's like the progression, okay? Back at 2001 at the turn of the millennium, yeah, 260 horsepower, that was your Mustang GT. Now your Mustang GT, well, that's a 500, so it's a little bit more than the 486 on GTs, but we're in the ballpark. What's up, Mike? Mike, from Maine, 89,000 miles from Maine. It's trickled its way all the way down to Tennessee. Anyway, only reason the EcoBoost is yes, I agree. John Jones, totally. Is that an 08 Woozy? No, it's an 01. That is an 01. That is called the New Edge Mustang, and I'm going to tell you something else. Just go ahead and tell them it's a Fox body. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and let them rattle. Just say that. What is he talking about? No, I'm serious. I ain't lying. See, when the SN95 came out, they did some tweaking. Anyway, it's a Fox body. Swear to God, you're a glorified Fox body. Anyway, I do want to do one thing. I am 6'1" if I stand up nice and stiff. I'm about 285 pounds, A-cup breasts, okay? I have massive man breasts, okay? I'm telling you all this because we're going to do a back seat test, okay? Because y'all know that I bitch about the back seat in this one, but I'm pretty sure that New Edge car, I don't even know that I can get back there. But let's do a back seat test because why not? It's fun. Casey, who the hell sits in the back seat of a Mustang? Well, you never know. You never know. You might be in a situation where you need to do it. Moobs. Youper, I got to tell you something. And you're becoming Hobley Nation family. I have a 15-year-old, and he's a little hefty himself. And hang on, we'll flip the phone around because I want to see this face to face. And so anyway, he is tired of the jokes, okay? And so he told me this summer before he goes into high school, he said, Dad, he said, can you make me look like Arnold Schwarzenegger before September? And I said, no, but we can get close. We'll give it our best shot. So anyway, Youper, I got a feeling that I'm about to go back to bouncing pecs because young men, if there's any young men in here, what happens to your pecs when you get older, okay, and you quit slamming the gym and you get that bounce. You know, you're looking in the mirror and you're bouncing them and you're like, yeah, my titties are bouncing. Well, see, when you quit working out, they fall. And when they fall, they don't bounce the same anymore. Ask Ric Flair. That son of a bitch is still wrestling. Rick, stop. Stop. Just fucking stop, dude. You're embarrassing yourself. Just like Madonna. But anyway, all right, let's get back to the car. Okay, I'm gonna come on back here to the back seat right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't even do that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give y'all the frontal. This is gonna suck. You don't lean. That's as far as that leans forward. Really? Oh, okay. All right. Oh. Okay. S650. This is what it's like. Be an amputee. The headless horseman. Okay. Let's go try the new EDGE. This is horrible. Oh. You never know. It could happen in a pinch. You never know. All right. Please tell me you're bigger. Only for petite. I heard that, beach bum. Porquito. Very, very small. Ah, Big Daddy. Let's pull that out. We don't need any more hindrances than there already are. All right. Ooh, wait a minute. And you know what we could do? Oh! Shit, this is a limousine. All right, we're still hunched over, but we're not hunched over like we were over there. Yeah. Yeah. Drive with my feet. Woo! I heard that. I am postal. It's the part of getting in the back. Remember when we were kids? Used to fool around back here. There's no way I could... Never mind. Sorry. It's Monday morning, Casey. It's not Saturday night. Sorry. He dropped us, I know. Ah! Hobley. Outer Banks, Mikey. They're okay. Outer Banks. That's a higher trim level. Get the 2-liter. The 1.5, the little 3-cylinder, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But you need that 2-liter. And buy it used. They're quite proud of them brand new. Quite proud of them brand new. Save like 10 grand, maybe more than that. But yeah, they're cool. 2-liter, 2-liter, 2-liter. All right. No more move talk. I heard that. What do they try? East Coast Fireman, I have no idea. Actually, I'd like to know what they're asking for. Does anybody look to see? Let's see here. Ford of Murfreesboro. Sugar. Here, let's do this. Oh, Mikey, you're totally welcome, my man. Pricing went up with employee pricing. It did. Mikey, you're totally welcome, my man. That's just, I like the Bronco Sports. Headroom, you won't have to worry about headroom in a Bronco Sport. Tons of headroom, like 8 inches of headroom. I've got a follower named DeTruth. He's like 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", something like that. Anyway, he could fit in there. But Mikey, thank you so much for that. All right, let's see here. I just want to see this just real quick. And then I promise we'll keep on going. Steven, thank you for the follow. I try to be really calm. All right, let's finish up with this. And then y'all want to take a walk. Are y'all tired of talking about Mustangs? You want to go take a walk and look at some other stuff? Or you want to keep looking at horses? I'll let y'all decide. But if you're just now tuning in, welcome. We're on like the second part. We've been looking at a new EDGE Mustang. I'll put up a video of this later on. But here it is real quick because I do want to cover this. This right here is the most aggressive, most horsepower, meanest, naturally aspirated Ford Mustang that you can get right now. Okay, there are obviously meaner cars, but this is naturally aspirated. Okay, they've taken a few GT350 parts I used to think it was just a tune because it is just a 5-liter. So it's the same. If that's an EcoBoost, but if it was a 5-liter, this is the same amount of displacement. It's just got a few other parts in it to make it a little bit more racy. But the Dark Horse, that's the top of the line in Mustangville right now until they do what they gonna do. I hope they bring the Cobra back. John Jones, did you come back with us? I hope to God we see a Cobra. I want to see that snake on the side of this fender right there so bad. Anyway, I hope that we get it. But anyway, so that's you, baby. That's you right there. Yeah. What's up, brother? Dude, this is awesome. Hey, Maine. I'm from Maine. That's what I'm saying. The wheel, yes, pretty cool. All right, sorry, that's Levi. We all know who Levi is, and that's one of the used car managers. So anyway, I swear to God, you have not come into a sales pitch. I don't sell cars. They let me play with their cars. That's what I do, so hi. Okay, so here we are, the baddest of the Mustang. KR, no, he did not. KR, when it's not listed on the website, that means it's automatically going to auction. Let me explain something to you. Because I know, well, Casey, you're sitting there singing at the praises. Why are they sending it to auction? It has to go, okay, because it's a big dealership and they have, there's lawyers and all of that stuff. If they try to sell it on the lot, it has to go and get safety. It has to get inspected and all that. And I think like a safety inspection, like the service department charges them like $1,800 or something, $1,500. So then whatever they put into it, they have to put that on top of it. And then let's say that they find out that it's a steaming pile of shit. Okay, excuse my language, but let's say that during the inspection, they find out that the rear end is out of it. The transmission is completely junk. Main destroyed the undercarriage. And so now they've got an extra $1,500 in it to find out that it's a turd. And now they have to go get more money for it. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that I didn't see it on the website means that it goes to some auction. But anyway, I would love to, I'd love to be looking on the internet one day in a couple of years and see that and somebody's turned it into some kind of, anyway, all right. David, did he say, no, David, 17 miles per, what are we talking about? I did not know. Oh, you're totally welcome, Rich. And that's not just Ford and Murfreesboro. That's most car lots, they would have to do that because, well, big car lots, not mom and pops. But anyway, because mom and pops, Ford of Murfreesboro don't want to end up on the front page of a newspaper. You see what I'm saying? I mean, let's just be honest. If anybody's smart at all and you understand business, you don't want your business on the front page of a paper. And a big dealership, trust me, the newspaper would wring them out like a washcloth. So they all, anyway, I don't care about that. That doesn't matter to me. Who said that? Your favorite? What are you doing? It's good to see you. When is Miss Mac, Wednesday. They didn't sell the Mustang convertible. That guy's 6'3". Jordan McCullough is 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", and like 300 pounds. And me and him are going to ride in the Mustang convertible together. And you know he's going to have his girlfriend or his agent or somebody. Anyway, it's going to be a hell of a time, but he's a big, I know. No, they were all telling me because I asked Carlos, one of the guys in detail. He used to go to school with his dad. And he's talking about his dad used to play baseball and stuff. No, he seemed like a pretty cool guy. But yeah, I'll get to meet him. I'll be with him all day Wednesday. But anyway, let's get back to the Dark Horse. I know that's what people want. All right. Top of the line, 2026, it is $74,000, $74,670. 14 miles per gallon in the city, 22 on the highway for a combination of 17. Dark Horse, 5-liter, 4-valve, dual overhead cam, 10-speed automatic. Casey, you talk about the 10 speeds faster. The 10 speed is faster, but this is more, this has really good handling package and look at them massive. Anyway, this is looking for a backcountry road, which means it's looking for a manual. But anyway, Casey, shut up. You can't afford it. You're right. I can't. So buy whatever the hell you gonna buy. It's your money, so do whatever you want. Premier Trim Group. Color accent, $5,000. $255, $275, $4019s. This has the Tech Pack, no charge, anti-theft, Ford Connect 1-year Ford app that's thrown in, I guess. $355 Torsen rear axle, hood stripe. I do want to say there are two different kinds of hood strap, and we've seen both of them. This is, I hate to say cheap, but let's just say generic. You can get painted stripes, but these are not painted stripes. These, you can feel them, and so they're just vinyl stickers, but you can get painted stripes on a dark horse. Obviously, that would be more expensive, but let's see here. Oh, 19 by 9.5, 19 by 10, Sinister Bronze. Those are $950. The seat belts, come on. The seat belts, because it's black with a red stripe, that's going to cost you $400. Then we got some floor liners. That's going to cost you $200. Recaros. Non-big boy seats, $2,000. The only Mustang to get gas guzzler tax is this one. It gets $1,000. They got a little first aid kit in there. She's coming out of Flat Rock for $74,000. $74,000. I can fit in there. You know what? I'll just show you. I'll put the camera right here. For people that are just now tuning in, welcome. I'm not thin. I don't pretend to be thin. To be honest, I don't want to be thin. I am 6'1", 6'1", 280 with breasts. I'm gonna go over there and get in that Recaro so you can see what a pudgy looks like. What did he just say? Shirley! Don't call me Shirley. Anyway, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I'm sure you've seen Naked Gun. Hi, Shirley. Thank you so much for that. All right, here we go. Let's go get in that seat over there. I mean, you're in, but actually, I guess if you're bigger, you could probably be able to handle a little bit better because you're not going anywhere. You see, I mean, like, we're here, baby. We're here. We're here, and there's no way we're going to get slung out. Let's start it. You won't do? Shh, don't tell anybody. Ooh. I will say this. Ford's been rocking these same Recaros. Remember, like, the 2014 Boss 302s? There was a Laguna Seca edition. It was orange. Maybe they could come in different colors, but the one I remember was orange. And I'm 99.9% sure that the Recaros look just like these. I'm probably wrong, but there's a lot of similarities. All right, here we go. Here we go. Competition Arch, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Oh, I was looking for a clutch. Robert, I heard that. I heard that. Let me back it up so y'all can see a little bit more here. Oh, that's right. These are manual. Recaros are not power. Actually, somebody freaked out in the dealership last week because they wanted power seats and they could not believe that a car this expensive doesn't have power seats. The Recaros, they sit so low, you can't put the power mechanism down there. Anyway, if you're going to go, not to mention, if you're going to get Recaros, you're talking about more racing stuff. So the power seat mechanism, that adds weight. Racing and comfort doesn't really go together. I'm just saying. In case I have my money, you're right. Once again, it is your money. I'm just saying. All right, this is the drift brake. Now, over there in that old car, there's a real by God e-brake. You pull, John, thank you. You pull that thing and you hear it click, 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 click. Over here, it's an electronic brake. So to activate it, you just pull it up right there, and now we've turned on the e-brake. All right, sorry, that's a little glary. We'll get in there so you can see it. Come on, bruh. All right, so now, to take it off, you just push it down. Oh, I got to put my foot on the brake and push it down. Now, the drift brake. If you want to be a peacock, you want to impress all your friends, show them how big you're. Oh, if you want to go into peacock mode, then what you do is you get ready and you pull this right here, okay? And when you pull this, come here, I'll show you something. When you pull that right there, see, that's your regular brake caliper right there. And when you pull that other one right there, it activates that little guy. Now, is it as cool? Are you going to drift like Ken Block or something like that, like he used to? No, but it does lock it up for a split second just so you can go into peacock mode. But be very careful. Know what the hell you're doing, okay? Just, yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Can you lock the front? G Money, you're talking about like a line lock? Yes. Yes, let's get in here and do a little line lock. They want to see your fun buttons. All right, let's turn all this off so we don't have that blowing in people's faces. Okay, let's go to Mustang. All right. Are we warmed up yet? We'll give it a little fuel hit. We'll give it a little bit in just a second. All right, track apps. Yep, right there. Drift brake, it's active. Line lock. What about? Oh, anyway. Yeah, it's got line lock. There's all your other timers like other Mustangs have. It's got the cluster theme just like any Eco, but what is that? Why does that say that like that? Oh, there we go. It's got that just like the other cars. It's time for another mode too, by the way. But anyway, that's all that. Never heard of a dark horse. G-Money, think of the dark horse as like a Mach 1. Remember the Bullet? Not like real Bullet, but like, remember like 05? There was a Bullet. Hang on a minute. Actually, there was a Bullet in this generation. This was well, not the first Bullet, because the first Bullet was Steve's, but the second Bullet, there was a Bullet in the new EDGE generation, but then there was a Bullet in an 05 generation, and then after they quit making the Bullets, they made the Mach 1. They quit making the Mach 1. This is the Mach 1's predecessor. That's all it is. It's the same thing that they've always had. It's a Ford Mustang GT with a few Shelby parts and a little bit more juice and a little bit more handling. Same type recipe. You know what I mean? Just dark horse. All right. I guess y'all are ready to hear this. Yeah, G-Money. Yes, sir. There was a new, yes, totally. There was a new EDGE Mach 1, most definitely. That was a good looking car too. It had a shaker. I'm a sucker for a shaker. Shakers are so awesome. And actually, that's got that big nasty hood scoop. Actually, we'll get in there and I'll show you. That's not as cool as the new EDGE or as the Mach 1, but when it does a little shimmy, it's a muscle car, man. Even if it is 260 horsepower, that's still got more horsepower than some of the stuff from the 60s. All right, here's the way we're gonna do this. You'll get 2 pops. I go to quiet mode so you can hear it, so you could start it and see how quiet it would be next to your neighbors if you work a 3rd shift job. And we'll do 2 pops like that. Then we go straight. I missed the middle ones because screw that. We go from silent to track, and then we'll let her sing. And I got a feeling that y'all are going to get a little spittle right here. I messed up over there. See, she's still got puddles dripped out over there. I messed up. We're not going to mess up again. But I do want to say there's holes drilled in these pipes to let the moisture fall out, so don't expect much spittle. All right, here we go. Let them sing, baby. Actually, Miss Mac, I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna spit out anyway. So here, let's do this. A little bit of spittle. Those big quad tips were. Oh, y'all got a little spittle on there. You got a little blow by. It's not really blow by. I know somebody's gonna say, yep. All right, Cracker Jacked. The original Screamer. See, everybody talks about the Hellcat is the original Screamer. That's not really true. But actually, that's not really true. They've been making superchargers since before I was born, but that Terminator screams real good. Anyway, if you look at the last video I put up, we was at a car lot in Knoxville yesterday, looking at a legend. I found a 1997, I believe it was, Toyota Land Cruiser. I touched legend yesterday. Just saying. Big, huge inline 6, bigger than that whole entire car. Producing 4 horsepower. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, baby girl. If they liked you, you did good. All right. Can't see what? The Toyota? Well, you got to look at the last video. All right. How the fuck did you find that? Because we were that was on a BMW lot. Same type situation as that. I mean, a little bit more, but somebody traded that into a car lot. Anyway, all right. Probably can we see the grill? Yeah. You most certainly can. Okay. I just really don't know how I feel about this. I just have to talk about it since we're looking at it. This is one way that you can differentiate a dark horse from a GT or an Eco is it's got this plasticky nose piece. It's supposedly designs, and it does have the air dams right there, because the GTs and the Ecos don't. But it's designed to funnel air in there to get some more air. All right. It's not, yeah, Cracker Jack, hang on. Now this is an EcoBoost, and on an EcoBoost, the difference between an Eco and a GT is, I call them fangs. The GTs have got this like square thing that comes down. But that's the front end of an S650 now. That's an Eco. Oh yeah, G-Money. Yes. And G-Money. Shelby American of today is nothing compared to what they were. The last GT 350 that Shelby American put out, I find that more exciting. Anyway, but yes, sir, I do remember real by God Shelbys, not some little tuning shop that's living on the past, okay? But anyway, all right. Hell yeah, G-Money, that's awesome, dude. Congratulations. That's a beautiful car. Beautiful. What was it, 2000? I think 2014 was the last one he was in. Didn't Carol see it get to 200? Because I think it was 2014. Don't say it out loud, Casey the Loud will get in trouble, but you know what I'm thinking if you're my age. Look at it. Anyway, I just want to be crazy. DH has all the cooling components too. Yes, exactly. Yes. Well said. Yes, well said. The RTR. Yes, the Spec 5 RTR. He's not going to pick it up. I don't get to go to Carolina. But yes, sir, the Spec 5, it is being built right now. Ooh, that was 2 weeks ago. We'll probably see, I bet we see that before the end of May. Danny, I bet we'll see that Spec 5 before the end of May. I'll find out. But yeah, the last time I talked to Big Steve, last week, he said that it was being built 2 weeks ago. So anyway, all right. Oh, no. No, honey. We're a car channel. We're not checking anything. But thank you for stopping by. All right. K&N goes in my DH Wednesday. Dark Horse. Yeah? Congrats. Man, you got one of those? Congratulations. Listen, here's the thing, okay? I don't have, I'm not a brand loyal person. I love Mustangs. I've owned 5 Mustangs in my life. Congratulations, man. I always like to. The internet has decided that every single car sucks and that we should all be rocking 1,500 horsepower, and if we're not, we're pansies. So congratulations on the car, man. Drive safe. Enjoy the hell out of that car. That's a badass car, no matter what anybody says. It's juicy. All right. Kansas, what's that, dude? You know what I'm talking about. The internet is brutal, dude. The internet is just, well, you know what I'm talking about. All right, what time is it? I guess I should probably go to work. Damn. Pamela, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Pamela, I promise, honey, I shouldn't have called you honey. I'm sorry. Pamela, I promise I'm not going to try to sell you anything. Trying to sell cars is just not my thing. I just like to play with them. That's it. Yes, sir. All right, SNA. Snar, I'm gonna say SNA. Is it Snar? Anyway, SNA, let's go with that. Thank you so much for the follow. If somebody else followed or liked the live or something, I didn't acknowledge it. What are you doing, bruh? Be safe out there today. Thank you. And you comment or something, I didn't acknowledge it. I'm not being rude. I just don't look at the screen a lot. Land, what's happening? Joel, thank you for the follow. Does anybody have a car question? Does anybody want to look at something before I run away and go to do my job? JPT, thanks, man. May the 4th, yes, I know. Morgan texted me that a little while ago. She said, may the 4th be with you. And I was like, what? So anyway, yeah, crazy. Great show. Yep, Spock, we had a good time today. It's the Mustang. Ooh, listen, that's real metal. I mean, there's metal over there, but there's a lot of plastic over there too. Hang on a minute. Let's get rid of Patrick. Don't say anything mean, Casey. Bye, Patrick. See you later. Okay, decent mile per gallon truck for ranch duties under 30K, 4-wheel drive. How much do you got to tow? Do you have to tow anything? Why do they lock the Mustang from hopping the engine? Tommy boy, they cracked it. There was, but to answer that question, because people can't go and take their 1,000-mile brand new Ford Mustang, go get it tuned, and then go out on the internet and blow the guts out of it, and then say, Ford makes a shitty engine. That's why they did that. But I'm pretty sure a diesel shop cracked the code. I'm pretty sure they're tuning them up now. Oh, that's what I thought. Occasionally. Cracker Jacked, are you ready for this? You can get a really good deal on a Chevrolet 2.7 Silverado. I read an article on those trucks last night. And yes, I just recommended a Chevrolet, but that's why I asked about the towing. Casey, you recommended I thought you hated that truck. If you don't tow with it, AJ, I know. Tommy boy. Hi, I like your handle. It puts me in the mind of someone else, like the legend. But anyway, the 2.7 is actually a stud. It really is, even in Silverado form. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'll try to message you, and I'll give you a pretty good list, because I can't really think right now. Chevy's most reliable motor currently. Yes. Sorry, I had to process what you said. Yes, definitely. Yes. Yeah. If you're going to buy a Chevrolet, buy the 4-cylinder. Don't buy a V8. Unless you like tow trucks. Unless you like being stuck on the side of the road. Unless you like arguing with dealerships and arguing with service advisors. All right. 16 Chevy worth $42,000. 27,000 miles. Awesome. Congratulations. I didn't know you had a 16 Shelby. Beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, what's up, bro? Hey, Bug Life. What's up, man? Bug Life. Hang on, because I know you'll appreciate this. Bug Life. All the way down from Maine, bruh. It's got 89,000 miles on it originally. Look at the guts. Because I know I know it's not a bug, but the interior is nice and juicy. This is those cars, that I talk about, that it's somebody's baby. Somebody, when you go to their house for Thanksgiving, they're going to say, come out in the garage, and I'll show you something. This was somebody's. This is what it's all about. See, it's got a little fender thing right there, and they had, I think, maybe they were unconscious or something and bought these wheels. But other than the wheels can be fixed. But anyway, Bug Life, it's good to see you, my man. So anyway, got the horses out playing with horses this morning.